I thought we were done talking about this. What is up, Finn fans? I was not expecting to make a video today. Made yesterday's video talking about the preview for tomorrow's game. Thought Saturday, I'm going to relax. College football is back. I'm going to watch a little college football. Dolphins come out, right? They make a trade for Greg Mancz. I think that's how you say his name. Center from the Baltimore Ravens. So not only do they sign Skura from the Baltimore Ravens, now they have Greg Mancz, Mancz. He's been with the Houston Texans from 2015 to 2020. And then I'm assuming he was with the Ravens this past year, just a signing. And that's my response. Late round draft pick swap. So it's not like we're losing anything. We're probably moving back. They're moving up. It's probably depth. The Dolphins need some depth. I think that's the biggest issue as well with the offensive line is depth. But you guys clicking on this video because of the title and because rumors about Deshaun Watson to the Miami Dolphins have ramped up. So I'm going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but you guys are the reason the channel is the way it is. You guys are the reason I have the subs I do. So I listen to you guys, and a lot of you guys have hit me up on Twitter, have hit me up on Instagram, have hit me up on here in the comment section from my old video asking me to talk about it. So I'm talking about it. So it comes out from Pro Football Talk. The Dolphins have emerged as the favorite to land Deshaun Watson from the Texans, right? And then it comes out from Charles Robinson thread. He has a thread. I'm not going to read the whole thread. Source tells Yahoo Sports the Dolphins have emerged as the front runner in trade discussions with the Texans for quarterback Deshaun Watson. The Texans are seeking 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks in the negotiation, according to a team that dropped out of the trade talks. So again, and literally in the article, it says, I'll pop it up. Citing an unnamed team that dropped out of trade talks, Robinson reports that the Texans will first, yada, yada. So it's not even like an inside source in the Miami Dolphins say they're interested, or, it's an inside source in the front office of the Miami. It's a team that has dropped out of negotiations. And there's more. That's not the only one, right? Greg Robinson also says, source says the Panthers, Broncos, and Eagles were also in some elements of trade consideration, but Watson contractually right to approve the trade destination, which was signed off by owner of the Houston Texans, yada, yada. Source says the team has angled for picks, blah, blah, blah. Then, let me make sure I got my tweets in time order. I don't want to screw things up. Armando Salguero also comes out and says new Deshaun Watson wants to trade to Miami, but will accept Carolina. Plus, he has some things about Tua. But something I found interesting from Dov Kelman. He says the Dolphins are frontrunners to trade for Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson. The Broncos, Panthers, and Eagles are also interested. Texans are seeking at least, the usual. The Texans are not interested in Miami quarterback Tua Tagovailoa in the trade for Deshaun Watson per Armando Salguero. Watson will also accept a trade to the Panthers, although his main wish is to be traded to the Dolphins. And then I think there was one more Twitter thread that I found to be extremely interested. I'm not going to read the entire thread, but from Palmer Report, he has this huge thread. He says, today's buzz around NFL star Deshaun Watson has nothing to do with politics, but it's a case study in how false things are leaked to the media to try to make something happen, and how the media, which uses those false leaks to get page views, which also applies to politics. And again, go follow me on Twitter. You can read his full entire thread. But essentially, the talks all of a sudden ramp up out of nowhere today, right? They were dormant, right? And all of a sudden today, boom, Dolphins are friendly use for Deshaun Watson. I will say this for the millionth time because I get called so many things. To a hater, to a stan, you defend him, all this crap, right? if the Dolphins somehow pull off a trade for Deshaun Watson, I think it would be, when it comes to a talent player standpoint, he's a very good player. He's a very good talent, top 5 quarterback in the NFL. When it comes to off the field issues, no. That being said, right, I find it a little bit funny that the Philadelphia Eagles trade for Gardner Minshew, and as soon as that trade goes down, this report about the Miami Dolphins being front runners and being the highest whatever for Deshaun Watson ramps up. Kind of seems like somebody didn't like the fact that they're losing competition for a trade for Watson. It also seems like somebody doesn't like the fact that Watson's still on the team, even though he does not want to play for the team. Not pinpointing who or what, but I just find it funny that this is ramping up, right? If you guys remember, this talk started before the draft? Dolphins want Deshaun Watson. Dolphins want Deshaun Watson. Flores never wanted Tua. Flores wanted Herbert. Since February? And then it quieted down when training camp started. All of a sudden it quieted down. Why not make the trade happen in that time period? If you really wanted Deshaun Watson, why not make the trade happen in that time period? Well, Doug, the allegations started ramping up, and that's the reason why they're waiting off. Okay, well, the allegations and that whole court proceeding and the FBI looking into it and all that stuff has not gone away. So why now is it ramping up again? Why now, 2 weeks before the season starts, would the Dolphins make a hard push for it? Why now, after Tua showed how much he has grown and how well he has played in the Falcons preseason game, where the Dolphins sit back and go, yeah, I think this is the time to get Deshaun Watson, because, Tua against the Atlanta Falcons showed great pocket poise, great keeping his eyes down the field, made very good throws, learned from his mistake with the Chicago Bears. I think it's time to get rid of him. It's like you coming up to me and saying, Doug, 3 + 2 is 4. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Now, the Miami Dolphins can come out and pull the trade off, and then all of a sudden I'm sitting here with egg on my face like, well, it didn't make sense to me, but I was wrong, and now Deshaun Watson is the Miami Dolphins quarterback. If that happens, right, and I've said this time and time again, Deshaun Watson on the field is a top 5 quarterback in this league. Deshaun Watson is a very good quarterback. Any team would be happy to have Deshaun Watson, the football player. Deshaun Watson off the field, I don't think the Dolphins should make that move ever. We don't know what's happening with him legality-wise. We don't know if he's going to be suspended. We don't know if any of that stuff. So then all of a sudden, Jacoby Brissett is your starting quarterback. And are you comfortable with that? But then it also comes out, and this is where I'm like, I didn't want to talk about this because there's no hard facts. There has never been any hard facts. There's a ton of assumptions with this whole Deshaun Watson situation. The Dolphins haven't come out and said anything, so that means that, they don't like Tua. Okay, they don't like Tua, but they changed their playbook completely for him. They drafted his wide receiver, who has been absolutely killing it. He has learned the playbook. He has been coaching up the wide receivers, but they don't like him. So, but signs have pointed to them building around him, but they don't like him because they haven't come out and said anything. When has Brian Flores ever come out and said anything? Do you guys know what's wrong with Javon Holland? Do you guys know what's wrong with Albert Wilson? Do you guys know what's wrong with Liam Eichenberg? Do you guys know what's wrong with Devontae Parker? Will Fuller? Do you guys know what was wrong with any of those players? What's going on with Sathan Carter? Do you guys know what's going on with any of these players? No. It's because Brian Flores doesn't want you to know anything. Brian Flores will tell you when he needs to tell you. So it's a lot of assumptions from the media and a lot of assumptions from a lot of people. And I have always been, and I will always be, of the mind that when it happens, if it happens, I'll talk about it. But until then, you guys brought me out. I'm like the Beetlejuice of Deshaun Watson. You said Beetlejuice once. I don't want to talk about it anymore. You say Beetlejuice twice. I don't want to talk about it. And then you had to say Beetlejuice the third time.
It's showtime.
I don't see it happening. This isn't a situation like Chad Pennington pops up in 2008 where the Dolphins literally picked him up a week or two before the season started. This is a different scenario because Chad Pennington doesn't have a legal issue haunting him and the chances of him not playing this season haunting him. So it's a completely different beast in that aspect. I like the way I saw from Tua. I like what I've seen growth-wise from Tua. I think Tua is going to stay the starting quarterback. I could be wrong, and I'll admit when I'm wrong. Not saying the Dolphins are not. Emphatically, definitely, put a period on it. Record this part, are not getting Deshaun Watson. I would say the chances of the Miami Dolphins trading for Deshaun Watson this week is about 30%. There is a chance because they have done things before where I'm like, they're not going to do that. And then they did it. And I'm like, they did that. Like sign Jay Cutler to a $10 million contract. I was like, why not let Matt Moore do his thing and maybe bring somebody else in? So I've been wrong before, but the way things are adding up and the way pieces are being put together, it just doesn't make sense. But what do you guys think? I know a good amount of you guys really like Tua, like the way he's been playing, and don't think it's going to happen. And I know I can literally name the people in the comment section who are going to either say, they just don't like Tua. I know what's going to happen. But comment below. This is a giant comment of the day because, again, I don't want to talk about it, but so many of you guys wanted me to talk about it. So I was like, all right, I'm going to talk about it. First, I need to wait for the baby to go to sleep. She's now sleeping. And then I need to get all the facts. I need to get all of the different sources saying what here and there so we can put it on the table, look at it, and talk about it. That's what I do. I bring the facts and we discuss it. So comment below. What do you guys think? I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to be live tomorrow for the Bengals game. It's going to be on national TV, Channel 2, CBS. I will see you guys tomorrow for that game. Other than that, guys, take a deep breath. Don't stress about it. Have a fantastic Saturday. Like I said, football tomorrow. Then after that, 2 weeks, Miami Dolphins go to New England, take on the Patriots. Who's the starting quarterback? For me, I think it'll be Tua. But, hey, the world could explode tomorrow, and we can miss the beginning of the season. You never know. God, that's morbid. Let me shut up and get out of here. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Like usual, stay classy. Offense up.